Welcome back. This is the Paracord Weaver, giving you an update on the knife lanyard that we've been doing for Rocky Mountain Survival. They're at RockyMountainSurvival.com. We made some changes. This is the final version that we'll be releasing. We'll be offering it here at the Paracord Weaver, and you can also get them at Rocky Mountain Survival. You can buy them individually, or he's going to add them as an option on his survival knives. Great prices, great guy. If you need a knife, that's the guy to see. So what we did on this end was we went to a single strand instead of a double strand. And the reason we did that was when we were weaving both of those strands down inside the core of the lanyard, this piece began to get really wide. We didn't like how that was coming out. We wanted it to be more streamlined so that there was less effect on the lanyard as a whole. So what we did was we just took the one strand and weaved it down the core. That allowed us to make the overall width smaller. Still very, very strong. You couldn't pull this out if you wanted to. And this is a snake weave all the way down the end here. Snake weave uses a lot of cord. That was one of the requirements. Put a Chinese button knot on the end. This is also called a lanyard knot. And this piece, this lanyard knot, is actually part of this cord. It's not a separate piece that was put on. We also shortened it just a little bit so that it would fit a wider range of wrists. The way it was before was a little bit too big for smaller wrists. So it's just like 3 lengths difference. But that made it so that it was tighter and it wouldn't slide off on somebody with a smaller wrist. It's got this adjustable knot on it, and this pulls it up tight. This was another one of the requirements, was that they needed to have it so that the lanyard stayed snug against their wrist. They didn't want it loose and then tight and loose and tight, loose and tight. They wanted it tight all the time. So this adjustable button knot allowed us to do that. And we're going to leave the end, the tails of these really long so that they can be trimmed to whichever length that anybody wants. So if you wanted a real long lanyard, you'll have plenty of cord to be able to make it that way. And if you want it real short, you'll be able to do that as well. So this one needs one more knot, one more Chinese button knot on it to be ready to ship. When you attach it to your knife, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can do a double overhand knot, which is very simple. Just take the 2 strands and go over and then come under. And this is a pretty secure knot when you have 2 cords like that, because they tighten on themselves. They still can come loose though. I recommend the Chinese button knot or the lanyard knot. Those don't come loose very easily, unless you want them to. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do one of those right now. So when you buy these lanyards, you'll already know how to put the button knot on there. Okay, so just take each strand and run it through your fingers like this. Take this cord and twist it around so that it's underneath there. And then you're going to lay it on top of the other one, just like that. Okay? Take this cord and go underneath. Make sure you go around the cord that's going between your fingers. And you're going to go over, under, and over. So over, under, over, under, and over. So it looks like that. Pull the slack out, but do not make it tight. Okay, you're just pulling the slack out. Okay, the next step, once it looks like this, is to go under again. And again, make sure it goes around the strand that's going between your fingers. And you're going to come up the center of the hole there, just like that. Okay. Then you're going to take this cord and you're going to go counterclockwise and make sure you go around the cord between your fingers, go underneath the bundle, and then come out the center again. Take your two ends and snug them up, just like this. And then twist the knot as you tighten it, alternating how you're tightening it. And I like to have mine really tight. If you need to take it apart in the future, I recommend that when you tighten this, that you don't cut it off flush. Give yourself a little lead on these and stagger them at different, make one longer than the other, and then singe them and then finish them off nice so that they have a nice finish on the end. And that way, if you need to take this apart in the future, it'll come apart a lot easier, because when you singe them down tight in here, it's very hard to get this knot apart. So if you don't plan on taking it apart, then singe it up tight and you're good to go. But if you think you might take it apart, then I recommend that you leave those tails on there. These are going to be available in any color that you want. What we're going to stock is this digital in black, and I'll stock them here at the Paracord Weaver, and you'll be able to get this at Rocky Mountain Survival, because this is what they're going to be getting. This is what they ordered. We'll be stocking the OD in black and a gray in black. So that's the update. This is the Paracord Weaver. Again, if you want to purchase these today, I should have them on the store. The link will be in the description. And you can also get them after the second week in December. You'll be able to get them at Rocky Mountain Survival, and that's www.rockymountainsurvival.com. All right, give us a holler if you've got any ideas or plans, or if you want to order 10, 20, 100 of these, let me know. I can get them whipped out for you, and we can get you a bulk discount. So again, this is the Paracord Weaver. We'll talk to you next time.